Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JT from Above and Below the Belt. I have another topic to talk about. Triple G. Where his next, what he should do after this fight? What is his next move? Which I don't know. I'm just saying. Well, I know one thing is he ain't gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do. What he's gonna retire or what? If he do go on to fight, his next move gonna be somebody, some kind of like a tune-up fight a little bit, because so I think this is gonna really he was really disappointed after the fight between Canelo, the decision when Canelo got the decision over him, and he didn't stay in the ring. So it was basically for of course for money, but it was for his legacy. But the thing about it is, I think his next move should be, this is just me, I think his next move should be fire Sanchez. That's what he need to do. But he been with Sanchez, I think, when he first started, so it's gonna be hard for him to do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he should see the light. But maybe Sanchez protected him so far to get where he at now and who he is now. You know what I'm saying? Because people, I think HBO hyped him up or whatever, and say he's the best. You know what I'm saying, in his generation or something like that. I think it was second or something like that, whatever, behind Bernard Hopkins, whatever. Because Triple G got flaws. He doesn't fight going backwards, and his flaw was basically identified between Canelo. I mean, this fight between him and Canelo, which he don't fight going back. You got to go at him. You know what I'm saying? And you got to fight him head up if you got a chin, because Canelo hit a chin. So his flaw was basically looked upon today. I mean, in that fight. And another thing too, I don't know, ain't nowhere to run or hide. You know what I'm saying, for Canelo. I mean, for Triple G, because now everybody know how to beat him. Just like with Mike Tyson, it was his effect in the sense was everybody was scared of him a little bit when they got in the ring with him. So if you was scared of him, 90% you basically lost a fight going in the ring. If you scared of somebody, if you fear somebody to a certain point like that, just like Mike Tyson, when Buster Douglas beat him, that was it. Because he did come back and he was in prison, but he did come back and he fought tune-up fights because he was in prison for I think a year, 2 years or something like that, whatever, right? So they knew how to beat him. They, when he come towards you and stuff, like push him and throw him off. That's what Buster Douglas did. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Holyfield did, and that's what Lennox Lewis did. They pushed him off and to throw him off, because don't let him get rhythm. He's a rhythm guy to a certain point, Mike Tyson, just like Golovkin, Triple G. So basically, people look, especially boxers, are looking at who's gonna win that fight and how to expose you. Canelo did that, but I think who started it was Carol Brook. He kind of exposed Triple G how to beat him. You know what I'm saying? Then it was Danny Jacobs, and then it was Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised Canelo, like I say, that first fight, it was a filling out process. Can he take the punches and stuff like that? Because don't get it wrong, whatever. Don't get it twisted. He can still, Triple G can still hit you with a punch and knock you out or knock you down. You know what I'm saying? He can still do that. So Canelo was still cautious. You know what I'm saying? So, but his route he's going to go, I don't know yet, but I think that he's going to take a regular fight with somebody, maybe a B fighter, not an A fighter. Another thing too, Triple G, I think he really needed to fire Sanchez. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what, this Mexican style fighting and stuff like that, and he's talking about he didn't fight the way he wanted him to fight. What you mean he didn't fight the way you didn't want him to fight, Sanchez? Because he was, Canelo fought the fight that y'all want him to fight, straight up in the ring. Because Canelo back didn't even hit the ring. He didn't even hit the ropes. His back didn't even hit the ropes. So what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Then he come up talking about he don't want Triple G to fight Jamal Charlo or whatever and all that, and you know Jamal Charlo don't need his shot because he don't got no name, he don't got nobody on his record and stuff like that. He was hypocritical. He's contradicting himself. You know what I'm saying? And this thing that he said black fighters don't sell and stuff like that. Look at Floyd Mayweather. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? Black fighters don't fight, don't sell, and they got a fighting style that's not pleasing to the crowd. Come on now. The one thing about black fighters, I realize some of them, the ones who box, you know what I'm saying, they last longer in boxing, so they get more money. You know what I'm saying? I with the Mexican style to a certain point, taking all them blows to the head and get a hit off, a hard hit to the person who hits you 3 times. I realize they don't last longer in the ring. They last. I mean, their careers like what 33, 34 years old. The person who box, it don't matter if you a Mexican or black or his white, whatever. Those people who moves around in the ring and box you and stuff like that, they last longer. Their career lasts long in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that was offensive to, especially for black people at the same time. The reason why he said that, but he said that for a reason, and he didn't want his fighter to fight people who moves around like that, because Golovkin, Triple G, he doesn't move around that well, and Canelo don't move around that well either, but he's a better boxer than than Triple G. See, you know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is, this is I don't know what now. If he fight now, I hope now a rematch, man. I think Canelo's gonna be like, no, it's time for him to move on. But ain't no he's got he's gonna take his he's gonna relax, and he's got plenty of things to think about what he want to do, Canelo, because now he got them. The middleweight division is jumping. It's where everybody's talking about the welterweight division, the middleweight, and somewhat the heavyweight, because you got Tyson Fury and Wilder and Joshua. But the middleweight division, Daniel Jacobs, Damian Chinko, Jamal Charlo. You got Billy Sandra. And Boo Boo Andre, I forgot his name. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry, but whoever the other fighter that Billy Joe's son is fighting. But yeah, that's the thing. It's jumping. So they got a lot of people out there that's anxious to get their shot at the title, and that's at Canelo now, because now he got 2 of the belts. And Daniel Jacobs and Damian Chinko's fight for 1 belt, and then Billy Sandra got the other belt. So ain't nowhere to run or hide is just to retire right now. I think with Triple G, but I don't think he probably want to retire. I don't know. He might want to retire. He might not. But we're here in another probably in 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks, probably even a month or something like that. We might. But I think he needs to fire Sanchez. Because that Mexican style fighting. Do you know that Sanchez was training Terry Norris? I want y'all to go look at Terry Norris now. Look how he talking stuff. He stutters. He took too many blows to the head in fighting. You know what I'm saying? Sanchez was his trainer. Look at Terry Norris now. Terry Norris. Y'all, he at that. They say they got the Mexican style. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of funny when it comes to a black person, a black man, a black boxer who fights. One with the Mexican style, but they wouldn't call it Mexican style. But when it comes to somebody else fighting, like a Manny Pacquiao or something like that, or somebody European descent, is Mexican style. You know what I'm saying? And Jerry Hurt got the Mexican style down packed. If you telling me he take too many hits and he'll come at you and don't stop. That's the definition of Mexican style fighting in a sense. Jerry Hurt, I think he's in the middleweight too. But you know what I'm saying? He got the real Mexican style, but they don't call it Mexican style when it comes to a black person. But that's another story. That's another story, to talk about in the next video. I might talk about that. But I don't know what Triple G is gonna do. But I think he needs to fire Sanchez, like I said, and he need to get another trainer. But I think it's too late in his career right now. He's 36 years old now, so he might stick with him. But I think Sanchez was protecting him too at the same time, because he knew his flaws. He knew he couldn't fight going backwards. And Sanchez trained him, so he's part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? So, but what do y'all guys think? What do you think that he's gonna retire? Do you think he's gonna fight somebody else, a B fighter, or go up on weight and fight somebody in the next weight division, whatever? Because I don't think it's gonna be somebody a A class fighter. Even if he go up on weight and fight a B opponent. I mean a B fighter instead of A fighter. I think a B fighter probably looking at it right now. A B fighter, which means as a B level fighter. I think that fighter might could be Triple G, because people gonna look at this right now. Look at the fight between Triple G, Canelo. They looking at that right now. So even a big level fighter might could be Triple G in the other weight division. You know what I'm saying? So he exposed. I think, you know what? Let me tell you something. I think he didn't fight too many people, big names in the middleweight division. Just like I said, I was telling you about Terrence Crawford, and he didn't fight big names in his division. He might be the undisputed champion in the welterweight division that he was in, but now he's in another welterweight division with Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and Errol Spence. Now he's gonna be really challenged now. So it's just like Triple G. He didn't go up to fight Ward, and he didn't fight another. He could have fought another person in another weight, the upper weight division. And if he would have fought two people with big names and beat them, we'll be talking. His stats of being legendary been different. He probably been up there in the top 5 or something like that. The top 3 or something like that, maybe. You know, it depends on who you're talking to about who's the best middleweight boxer of this generation, or maybe even all time to a certain point too. But he's not the best boxer of all time. He's not even close. So we don't have to put him. We don't have to say his name, mention his name in that sentence. But let me tell you something. But the thing about it is, what do y'all guys think? Do you think he's gonna go up on weight? Do you think he's gonna retire? Do you think he needs fire Sanchez or what? But leave a comment at the bottom of my page. Subscribe to my page. Press like or dislike. Hit the bell icon for new upload videos from me. And this is JT from Above and Below the Belt. All right, bye.